Hello, my sexy soul tribe. This is Water Woman Sacred Hado. I'm going to do a reading today. We're getting back into the flow of everything, and we're going to be revisiting aspects of the self. That playlist is all about allowing the elements or the aspects of the self that sometimes are not heard in making decisions or traveling and expanding along our path. So what aspects of the self am I talking about? Masculine, feminine, the shadow, the inner child. All of those aspects at times can have a message for us, something that is internal. And so that's why it's called aspects of the self. Now, just to give you a FYI, let me give you my really quick spiel if you don't mind. I do utilize tarot, as is evidenced with what's in front of you right now, as a divination tool. However, much of what comes through is channeled from spirit. Please be mindful that due to the general nature of this reading, messages may or may not resonate. Do not Cinderella this to try and make it fit. If this message is not for you, feel free to check out all the other readings provided on this channel. Now, to get to this, my throat chakra is giving me hell. I have tried to start, this is the third attempt. First attempt was just me tripping over my words, not being able to get things out correctly, not even the intro. Second attempt, I would think one word and another word came out my freaking mouth. And there is the energy of, and I'm going to speak to this and hope that it goes away, an energy of not being able to articulate what you feel internally, not being able to express it like adequately, okay? I don't know what this has to do with this, but I had pulled this and this felt very relevant. Like I really need to bring it back in. Just couldn't get it. It's like, I'm telling you, the only thing I could get out was every cuss word I could possibly think because I was pissed, like pissed, okay? That actually feels better when I say I am pissed. Okay. It helps my throat. I am just so pissed. Okay, so I'm feeling like this is going to head into some people who are just fucking had it, okay? This is the masculine aspect that's coming through for me today, or for you, actually. Okay? All right, here we go. So, as you all remember, if you're new here, then you don't remember, and let me just explain to you, but for those who have been here, you do remember. When I don't do normal spreads. When I have cards fall out, they just fall out as they may. If there is a center card and there's an even number on each side, that center card becomes the overall energy that is influencing things. This is the Sun of Water, which would be the Knight of Cups. This is like an offer or a proposition that is coming into you. Sometimes it can represent just a heartfelt opportunity, like an opportunity, meaning that the circumstances are right. In this reading, however, it's coming through as some type of proposition. Rather than some kind of formal offer. What does that mean? I don't know. We're going to figure it out. Okay, let's explore this together. Okay. On this side, we have the Daughter of Fire, which is the Page of Wands, along with the Nine of Wands. Page of Wands is that spark of inspiration, the spark of desire, the spark. It's the spark that fans and turns into major flames, right? And so this is the desire to create something brand new, all on your own. Nine of Wands is really being completely secure and grounded completely in your energy and the ability to execute things all on your own, okay? This is a very solitary energy. Sorry, when they start to speak. So let's revisit this Seven of Wands. Obviously, Seven of Wands is all, on the heels of the Six of Wands. There's been a victory. You've really attained this presence. You've gained momentum. You're starting to be very successful in what it is that you're doing. Success does not always equate to massive abundance. If you have started a project and you've really gotten into the flow of it, and it's becoming easier and easier for you, and you now understand how to really execute things, that could be a huge success. Sometimes, it's better not to have public recognition or success with something until you've mastered it yourself. And so then comes the Seven of Wands, where it's really about trying to protect that which you've created, and the progress that you have made. And all the while it's protecting that creative desire and motivation and drive you have within yourself, right? And then you come into the Eight of Wands, where it's like Spirit then joins in, because you mean business, bitch, you mean business. And so part of the co-creation process is more than just the manifestation. It is actually putting into practice what it is that we are trying to manifest, that we become an equal part to that. Okay, we are the conduit for making it happen here in this world, right? And so then comes the Nine of Wands. This is someone who has really been building on this initial inspiration and drive and desire, this initial creative path. You've been building it all by yourself up to this point. And it's almost as if like this is your baby, okay? So you become extremely protective over it. And almost to the point where it's literally like you've had to do all of this and get to this point all on your own. And then this proposition comes in. Now, over here we're going to ask a lot about this proposition here, but it feels like you've been working on this completely all on your own, and you've kind of got it to this point. And so you want to safeguard that. It is a reflection of who you are, all the efforts that you put into it this far. And so domination is really the Two of Wands. That is, I've got the desire, right? The Ace of Wands. And I take action towards that. Okay. And so there is some kind of quick action decision of what type of action to take that you're going to have to make. The Knight of Wands is and pardon my pun, but it's the shit or get off the pot type of energy. Okay. It is the willingness to take the risk and to see an opportunity, to see a path, to see a way of taking action towards something, some type of avenue coming in that you can bring this baby to fruition and not hesitating. He has such a creative energy. The Knight of Wands has such a creative passion and desire. He's willing to take the leap of faith. He's willing to take those risks to bring something to life, okay? To expand it. And so what they're asking you to do is really be willing to take action towards something that might be perceived as a risk, but it's like a beneficial, rewarding risk, because it is going to help propel. Now, the Knight of Fire or Wands is one of the fastest moving cards in the deck. Okay. There's zero hesitation. And I think that they're asking you to not have any kind of hesitation towards taking action towards whatever this offer is. But I feel like you may be conflicted in regards to this, because this is a baby. This is your baby. You have had to do this all on your own up to this point. And it is a path that you had that you cultivated internally. That you grew. And so to have some kind of proposition makes it feel like there's an external energy coming in, which is generally what comes after the Nine of Wands is the Ten of Wands. Okay, so let's take a quick look at what this opportunity is. I'm torn. We're going to do this one. They just corrected me. They said proposition, not opportunity, which a proposition is an opportunity. I'm just going to say that much. And this really feels like it's something you want to do on your own. Like you take a large sense of pride in the fact that you are creating this all on your own, that this is really going to be because of your innovation and drive. And so there's a desire to really stay solitary. Let's see. And we'll figure out why on God's green earth this is so difficult for me to communicate. What is the lack of communication here? Because that energy didn't happen until I started trying to do this freaking reading. Well, we have the Page of Water here, okay? Which is the introduction of somebody else coming into your life. It says a new person enters your life. It is a new energy. It is a new offer coming in. It is a proposition. And we've got the Five of Water, which is, but this is not how I saw it happening. This is not exactly what I wanted. This thing's not turning out how you'd hoped. And it's kind of like, I feel like Spirit is saying this, crying over spilled milk. It's like literally having a particular expectation of how something was going to unfold and then not being happy with the way that it's unfolding because it's not exactly how you pictured it, right? Again, I do think it has something to do with whoever this person is that's coming in. Let's find out more about this proposition, okay? Oh, okay. Now this one fell out. Fuck. I can already feel it. I swear to God. The more aggravated I express my aggravation towards this, the more release I feel in the throat chakra. I feel like this is something that you just really don't want, and it's aggravating to you. Oh shit. Okay. Aggravating to you because you had really hoped for, I don't know why I want to say for once, to bring something, to accomplish something all on your own without assistance. Like there's a sense of pride that goes along with it because it feels very close to your heart. It feels like something that drives you. All right, Bibbas, let's take a look at here. So this proposition that's coming in, it brings a new person into your life. It's gonna make you go about achieving something not exactly how you had planned. More than likely meaning whatever it is that you are seeking to achieve will require the presence of or the connection to somebody else. Okay? And here you were really hoping to be massively independent and do it all on your own and bring this creation to fruition. Woo! All on your own. And within that, there's this sense of pride, and you've protected it up to this point. Your 10 of Cups is tied into working with others. We have the 10 of Water, and then we have the 3 of Pentacles, okay? A contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional, material needs are met. That's the piece. I think that getting to your 10 of Cups, and that's the nature of the 10 of Cups. 9 of Cups would be personal self-fulfillment, okay? 10 of Cups is having to pull in other energies. It's sharing and expanding. And I think whatever this is can only get to a certain extent with just you. And we've talked about this in a lot of other readings, and this is obviously still something that needs to be coming up. And I feel like what it is it feels like your inner masculine feels like it's not able to serve you if it doesn't do it on its own. Because here's the creation, here's the inspiration, that's the feminine aspect, right? And this sense of I did it is your masculine really wanting to show up for your inner feminine, to really pull it together. And there's this sense of failure maybe that comes along with it because, because you're not doing it all on your own. And maybe, I feel like your inner masculine is not wanting to play very well not wanting to be a team player in regards to this with others. This also brings a little bit of the shadow aspect in. This is your masculine negatively being aspected right now, showing up in an egoic state of feeling like a failure if it is not able to bring this to fruition on its own. Because obviously, whatever the creation is, whatever the inspiration is, whatever the idea, the manifestation is, the masculine's job is to make that manifest or make that unfold in the material, right? And so he brings about the structure and the way to take action and implement. But there's a sense of egoic. I feel like this is shadow meets masculine at this point. Because there's an inner sense of, this might be old wounding in regards to your inner masculine, actually. That's why we have the masculine meeting the shadow, where if you've ever had any failures to bring something to fruition before, to stand on your own 2 feet, to make something and create something of your own, or even the idea or notion, right? Because sometimes, I mean, failure is subjective, right? And so what would feel like, or what you paint as failure may not be failure to somebody else, right? It's all about the lens and perspective at which you're seeing this through. And there's this sense and feeling like, for once, I'd like to do it on my own. That your inner masculine was not able to make this come to fruition because you require to have other energies come in. And this is going to require you to go within and have a conversation with the masculine, because it's about getting a different perspective and a better understanding about self-discovery. Why does this feel threatening is what I want to say, to have to utilize others. I almost said help. I feel like you feel like, yeah, it's literally like your inner masculine is like, I don't need help. I don't need help. There may have been in your past, this is what's coming through from spirit, where when help was sought, it was either held over your head, used against you in a manner for manipulation, or as a tool to minimize or demean you in some capacity, okay? To manipulate and try to make you feel lesser than. And so there's an association with allowing others to be involved in something and to accept some type of proposition, okay, that any type of collaboration or cooperation with another feels like help, and there's a negative story behind the term help for you. And so there's an internalized response that comes up where you automatically reject any type of help, even though in this scenario it doesn't feel like someone's just giving you something because you lack it. It feels like there's a cooperative exchange between the two, but it's still being deemed by your inner masculine as help. And your inner masculine feels as though it needs to protect you because help has always been a method in which you have been limited and imprisoned in your life. A method in which you were manipulated and demeaned. So there's a wound surrounding this. Your masculine is not able to discern self-discovery, is not able to discern the difference between this manipulative experience it's had in the past and cooperation. It is anything that's not independent or operated from in a sovereign energy feels like I don't want to say an attack. It feels like, but it does. Your masculine feels under attack. Even despite knowing, okay? Because a part of the masculine is understanding how to bring something to life. And I feel like you could recognize, knowing that you've come as far as you can on your own, and that there's going to be an element or a required element of utilizing other energies and working cooperatively along with someone else and or other entities, you know, like businesses or, you know, anything like that. But it feels like it could also be, it feels like a threat. The energy feels like a threat. If your masculine feels threatened. And Spirit's asking you to take time out. Hermit mode is really defining the truth of a situation, to find your truth. You know, your actual authentic truth is not one in which that is born of or spawns from any traumatic event, programming, or inner shadow wound, okay? So there's a wound here to work through, is what it feels like, in order for your masculine to not operate from a very toxic, okay, standpoint. So go within. There's a desire for Spirit wants you to go within and really seek the truth of the situation, but not just the truth of the situation, but your genuine truth. To have a conversation with your masculine and ask it why. And then revisit. This is the Page of Fire, which is what we started off with. We start with one and we come to the end with one. Revisit this inspiration, this desire that you have, and see if there is still if there's still a way Yeah, you just need to see this desire and this goal of yours in a different light, and to begin approaching it not from a wounded masculine aspect, but from your inner truth and your power, okay? I feel like I don't want to leave you there. I want to know why this offer is triggering. Also, let's get some perspective of what exactly is happening. Let's see if we can get specifics or details, okay? Woo, baby. Village Lady is all about any circumstance or situation that has ease to it, okay? A situation of ease. Just really wanting this to go smoothly. I think that the recognition is when we're taking it all on ourselves, it creates so many burdens upon ourselves. The point of going to the Ten of Wands is recognizing you no longer have to do it yourself. Because in the Ten of Wands, it feels like such a very heavy, heavy burden because there's so many aspects of this desire and so many actions that you're having to take on all of your own. And that really you're almost, it's, you know, he's almost up the hill. He's in the home stretch. And it's like, you don't have to do it alone anymore. That in order to achieve this ease, this phase of things coming naturally and with ease really does require stepping out of only doing it yourself. Okay? Okay, hold on. This story is incomplete. This official person is just whoever is able to bring this proposition in, the one that can usher this in, the one that has the authority to offer this help and this assistance, this collaborative opportunity. And it is going to come in unexpectedly. Now, God. I want to say that I feel like there's some kind of ending that's actually happening along with this offer coming in. Again, they're wanting you to choose to take action towards this without hesitation. Two of Wands, Knight of Wands. We have nothing but fucking wands energy. Let me just put that out. I didn't even realize that. The Page of Wands, Nine of Wands, Two of Wands, and a Knight of Wands. Straight out the gate. The only thing is the Knight of Cups, which is the offer that the proposition that's coming in. And so they're like, you really want to do this all on your own. You've been having to do it all on your own. You're very hesitant to take action towards somebody else because your masculine has felt very good about really bringing this to fruition. And the idea and notion of bringing somebody else in almost feels very threatening because that has always been seen as taking help and assistance, which has been manipulated against you in the past and in many very different forms. The Spirit is asking you to not hesitate in taking action towards this proposition. Again, the way to get to what you truly desire is to share this with others and bring in the cooperation of other energies, okay? And so they're telling you to take another look, to go within and take another look, okay? Because do you truly want this? The thing that you've been working towards and wanting to cultivate and bring about, do you really truly want this? Because if you want it bad enough, you're going to do what is necessary. So take some time out, go within. Understand that the one way in order to be able to make this much more smooth of a transition for you, okay, is to actually accept the help. Now, I understand that it requires bringing in another energy, okay, that another person enters into this factor, and it's not how you pictured this going, okay. This can take on a number of ways. Like you're just making boss moves in your fucking life, and you just like, I want to keep doing this all on my own. I really want to feel like I've achieved this before I ever enter into the love realm, right? Because in the center, amongst all this masculine energy, we have the fucking cups, okay? And so you could be making some boss moves in your career, in your life, really living out some of those dreams, and they're like, but you're not going to reach that precipice, that beautiful heartfelt energy of the Ten of Cups until you allow somebody else in, and you're like, but not yet. And this could be them bringing in love, and you're like, but no, I don't want to, like, you know, for once. And this could be somebody who has had partners in the past saying, well, you wouldn't have had this if it wasn't for me. And it's like, you just want to feel successful. You want to feel some sense of success, that maybe you have compromised your dreams and your desires and your goals in your life for other people, regardless of the relationship. And you're like, no, I really, really, really fucking want to do this. I want to do this without anyone, without any distraction, without anybody's help, without any, you know what I mean? I don't want anybody else to take credit for this. I want to feel like I did it all on my own. And they're telling you, you know, and that's not saying that this is love reading, okay? This could be in anything, your career, if you got a small business, any of that shit, right? They're telling you to allow somebody else in. There's somebody that's going to be coming in unexpectedly, all right? Unexpectedly. That you're going to be hesitant towards, right? They have the means. Mature man for me is like the Knight of Pentacles, or not the Knight, the King of Pentacles. He has all the material ability to bring something to fruition. This particular king has mastered all the internal realms. And then by realms, I'm talking about the mental, the emotional, as well as the drive, right? The motivation for something, and has found a way to turn that towards his life. Okay, and so this is literally like feeling like you want to stop this, but it brings such great fortune. I still want to know what this is. What is this? What is this person? Like, why? Like, it has an element of there's another reason why you don't want to utilize help and assistance other than just, I really wanted to achieve something on my own. Is there something else that is actually hindering or like causing you to hesitate? Ooh, this one's a long one, y'all. Long one. Because there's energy with this dude. There's just this energy with the mature man. Requires a commitment. And makes you feel locked in. It makes you feel, again, it's that your masculine feels like anytime it's ever allowed, it also deems cooperation and working with somebody as help. Like anytime you let another energy in, it has the ability and the leverage to be able to manipulate or create issues or change the dynamic. And then once you allow it in to whatever it is that you're working on or you're working towards, then it's like there's no getting rid of it. You feel like you can't stop it. It's already in. It's like this very vulnerable place. And your inner masculine is like, no, I want to bring this to fruition so that I know nothing can mess it up. I want to be able to. So whether this is love and you're like, no, I have this goal career-wise, or even if it's these goals of traveling, I have my this list of things that I want to do and really achieve within myself. And you just think that it's wise not to go down this route so that you can achieve whatever you had your heart set on, right? And you feel like as soon as you let this person in or, woo, buddy, agree to it, it's going to fuck all that up. It's going to fuck it up. You're giving them the opportunity to mess with your dreams. Yeah. So this is an offer. Oh, you can't say it. Shit. Sorry, guys. Offer coming in that's so grounded and so stable that will really root you in a positive way. With a tree, there's still so much flexibility up top. You know, the branches can still bend with the wind, but it really grounds in what you're working towards. But you just can only see it from a negative perspective. You only see it as something that can be detrimental to you. And I think Spirit is saying, no, 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 no. You need to work through this wound. That just because somebody comes in and joins in your effort, one, doesn't mean it's still not your own, but it's not your inspiration, that you're not working on this and that you haven't grown this and that you're not independent. Bringing in another energy, it is not what takes you out of your independence and out of your power. Handing your power over is what takes you out of that, which you have total and complete control over. And if this is some career that you've been working on, irregardless of any realm and any type of career path, there comes a point when the only way for it to grow is to include other energies. You will always top out at some point. And there's a lot of great fortune to be had. Okay, I feel like that's good enough. That's good enough. I'm happy with that. Alrighty. I hope this was beneficial. Yeah. All right. You have a fantastic day. That was pretty impactful. I hope this helped.